everyone, this is Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network. We are live at 5 on a Tuesday, as always. And I wanted to say how cool our 4 o'clock call just was. Remember, you are able to jump online with me at 4 p.m. on our Blue Jeans chat. The link is all over the website. It's in the right-hand column. It's the same link every single week. You can join us over there, and we chat. And you get to ask your own questions. So like Tamara came in and said, well, we had this situation happen over the weekend while we were out on the trail. And I let my husband try and mansplain me what the whole front end looked like. And I'm like, okay, so you want to hear about front ends and we want to learn all the tools and everything? No problem. And it's awesome because I can bring up diagrams, I can bring up pictures, we can talk through up-leveling, we can say, okay, this is what a standard one looks like, this is what up-leveling looks like. We got through all that. We were talking about lug nuts and wheels and offsets on wheels. We were talking about, let's see what else. Oh, we did fluids and the differentials. And they're your questions. These are your questions. These aren't my questions. This isn't me coming saying, hey, we're going to talk about this today. This is you coming with your questions. Jump on. And if you're just wanting to learn, I strongly suggest jump on at 4 o'clock and just listen. Even if you're at work, we become your new radio station. So just listen and grab something out of it. Today was a huge learning opportunity for all of those different things. So hello to everybody that's jumping in. I love it. And then tonight, right after Live at 5, is going to be our campfire. So this is our third Tuesday of the month, which means it is campfire night. Tonight's campfire is all about cooking. Cooking on the trail, eating while you're on the trail. Like, what do you eat? What do you cook? I can hardly wait to find out some of your pro tips. I've had to come up with a lot of pro tips, taking all of you all out on the trails. So that's been interesting. Yes, the picture I use is what we actually eat while you guys are glamping with us. That's why we call it glamping, not just camping. So what are some of your tips? I hope that you will bring them with you. If you haven't been able to sign up yet, no stress. Emily just dropped the link for you so you can come join us straight there at the campfire after we're done here in about 20 minutes. And then we can chit chat all night long and I'll add you into the back end. The reason I like to add you into the back end is because I always generally follow up with an email with a bunch of links that we all chatted about and continue to get you involved in what's going on there. So that is our 4 o'clock call, which was rad. It's super, super like we're in the shop geeking out about front ends, differentials, lug nuts. Hello, ladies. That's pretty rad. And then our afterwards campfire is going to be about cooking. And then I will tell you tonight when we're done with the campfire what our next month's campfire is going to be about. I already have it planned. So that is, it's very strategic, very strategic for getting you guys ready for being better at the scavenger hunt. So the scavenger hunt, I just kind of freaked myself out a little bit. I just looked at the date and it starts in like a week and a half. Are you kidding me right now? So if you have not signed up for the scavenger hunt yet, get it done. Somehow the month of August, it just goes like this. Did you see how fast that went by? There it goes again. Yeah, there goes another month in 2021. Nothing bad with that, but the scavenger hunt is coming fast. What is the scavenger hunt? It is basically 20 mini lessons. M-I-N-I, not M-A-N-Y. Of course, 20 is mini. So mini lessons. And it's information based on off-roading. And then you have to find something. So if you were part of the challenge, you know how you had to point at some things? Yeah, something like that. Or I'm going to make you go out and find something, like some adventure type moments, all right? So these are the fun parts of the scavenger hunt. If you're not signed up yet, please get in there. Please get it going. I'm going to start texting people. I'm going to start emailing everybody. It's that time. It's that time. We're a week and a half out from the start. That first week is a pretty slow start just to get everybody geared up and working with what we have going on and all of our programs and stuff, especially for the new ladies that haven't been around the different programs. So we'll get geared up during that first week, and then we will haul the mail starting right after that. We got 20 things to find in 10 weeks. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen and it has to get done in a certain amount of time. Here's the other part. It gets done in the amount of time you have. You get as many done as possible. So if you get one done, rad, you're in the drawing one time. If you get all 20 done, rad, you're in the drawing 20 times. And we have some cool things that we're going to put into that drawing at the end of the year, or at the end of the scavenger hunt, just like we kind of did with the convention just now. So I'm very excited about all of this funness that is out there. I know. So scavenger hunt starts in a week and a half. Just stressed me out just a little bit, so let's get you guys stressed out a little bit. Let's make sure we're registered. This is a great opportunity if you have friends that you've been talking to about Ladies Off-Road Network. It's a great opportunity to get them involved in it, okay? A nice, easy way to just kind of say, hey, let's go learn some things together. Something you guys can do as a group, something that you guys can do out together. It can be, they don't have to be in the same town, none of it, because all of our stuff is done online anyways. So just encourage others to participate in what's going on. With that being said, star, I did make a post on my personal page and I did drop it over to our group page. If you're interested in doing some kind of giveaway within your group right now, like right now, you need to let me know. So message me, email me, text me, figure out a way to get in touch with me. If I haven't responded to you, I'm not seeing it. Some of you are finding a weird way to get to me on Facebook and it's not registering, so yeah, message me a different way. If I'm not responding, I'm not getting your message. Let's put it that way. And let's get you what you need so that we can encourage some more people to be a part of this scavenger hunt that may not have tried another way. Also remember, there are blanked on the word. Who knows what word I'm talking about? That one. You know that one. Scholarships. It's called scholarships. There are scholarships available, so don't let somebody say, I don't have $39. One, $39 is for somebody that's not a member. It's cheaper all the way down depending on what you have. So just go ahead and don't let somebody say, I don't have the money. Say, hey, apply for the scholarship really fast. It's easy to apply for, and most of the time we have them available. So it's a one-on, one-off. If somebody pays in to add a scholarship, then that means then we have one in the bucket. So we do have a lot of generous ladies that purchase scholarships for other people, and then that scholarship comes around on the back end and somebody needs the help, and so then they get the help. So it's really awesome how that all works out as well. So that is our scavenger hunt that's coming up. Make sure you get registered. LadiesOffroadScavengerHunt.com. All right. Next up is a campfire. We're going to start that here in just a few minutes. I'll get you guys all lined up and over. Emily will drop the link again as we get closer, and then you guys can go straight there if you don't already have the link on your email for that to come up. But I wanted to talk about a couple things. I'm getting everything kind of reorganized after the chaos of the convention last week. Holy guacamole, it was amazing. But well, actually, before I go there, I want to talk about this. I was texting with somebody today from New England, which is way up here. The furthest spot away, practically, from me. And she was a member, and said, hey, you know, I would love to continue to be a member of Ladies Off-Road Network, but there's nothing going on in my area with Ladies Off-Road Network. And I'm like, you're right. COVID stopped all external travel. Like, it did. Like, yeah, we're not going anywhere right now. Well, hello, Washington, Oregon. You better step up because you're showing me if it's worth going anywhere or not right now. And so the situation in 2019 was I went all over the country. This is 75 stops around the country in 2019. In 2018, I did 23 stops around the country. These signatures are all of the women and some men as well that I impacted around the country. All these pictures are them in our group shots doing all of the events around the country. And it was so amazing to be able to meet all these people. You guys hear me all the time say, I'm the lucky one. I'm the one that's lucky that gets to meet every single one of these signatures and every single one of these girls and guys in these pictures in all these different places around the country at four-wheel parts. But then COVID happened. And so the reality is I can't travel all over the country at the moment. Things are getting shut down left and right. Like, it's weird. Everything is weird. It's still weird. It's still frustrating. Let's be honest for a second. It's still weird and it's still frustrating. But there's two things that I can absolutely do. I can absolutely engage with you, giving you as much information as possible online, which I think I'm doing a pretty dang good job at. Yes? No? We had the challenge that was rad, lots of lessons there, big lessons there. We have the Scavenger Hunt that's coming up, 20 mini lessons, like right now, big time, all kinds of cool stuff coming out online. We have these 4 o'clock calls, which are 100% about you and your questions and what you need. We have the campfires that are going on. We have continual emails and continual online things that we're doing. Like, it was kind of interesting when we did have our leadership meeting last week about the consistency of what we're doing, and it's really impressive that we've been able to manage that change throughout this last year and a half to make sure that you guys are still getting the education you want. Is it hands-on? Is it in your neighborhood? Not necessarily. And I will tell you, LA pretty much just snuffed me. SoCal is getting knocked off the list for next weekend, and we're going to go straight up to Oregon and Washington. You know, so is California saying we're not ready to go outside yet and be around people? That's pretty much what I heard, right? And so now what's Oregon and Washington going to do? And we're looking at that and seeing those numbers, and then that will help me really understand and decide what are we going to do for next year. How are we going to manage this situation? What we have been doing is Arizona events, opportunities, events. And those are coming over here and making sure I know that we can do things here in Arizona. It's a state that is allowing us to be together. It's a state that's allowing us to do things outside and inside at the moment, especially. And that's all I can offer right now. So I am asking you guys to get on a plane and come to a state that is available to have these types of opportunities and gatherings. Do you need a vehicle? No, I always have the vehicles. We always have opportunities for you. We just need you to come in. We just need you to come in. And so the convention we just had, that's completely different. That's something that it's in a building all the time. That's always how our convention has been. But now we have these 2-day trail trainings, and we have 5-day skill camps. I have 2 5-day skill camps in September. Are you signed up? We have a 101 group. I have a lot of ladies that say, well, I don't feel comfortable coming into a group that already knows a bunch. So we have a skills camp for a 101. Sign up. I have a skills camp right after that for everyone, which means it doesn't matter your level. Sign up. Get going. Get some investment into yourself, right? And yes, that investment now includes a flight back and forth to Arizona at the moment, or some extra gas money, but make sure that you guys get into it. Take advantage of it. I can't do this right now. This is a COVID thing. This is not a Charlene decision. This is a state lockdown moment. But what I can do is I can invite you here, right here, to where we can have a ton of fun and you guys can learn a lot. So the opportunity still exists, online, in person, maybe not in your backyard. Again, calling out Oregon, Washington right now, but we're going to make this work, and we're going to continue to make it work, and that's what Ladies Off-Road Network is about. I want you to be one of these signatures right here. Actually, that's not true. This year we're doing something else very cool, and if you know, you know. Oh my gosh, who used that acronym the other day? I think it was Emily. IF, whatever. She'll probably type it in. But I had to think about it. I'm like, what does that one mean? I'm old, people. I don't know all these acronyms. It's pretty funny. So I had to think about it. But if you know, you know. So come and join. Come and be a part of something really rad. Come and be that girl that goes home like, heck yes, and you don't need a vehicle. I cannot stress this enough. In fact, I see Esther's on here right now. She's one of our ladies that flies out continually from the East Coast and now is in a position, she's like, I actually like it more without a vehicle, just because I can really concentrate on learning and jump into different people's vehicles to understand how to learn. So that's really awesome. That got me off on a little bit of a tangent, but I did realize, I'm like, some of these ladies on the East Coast, maybe I've had my head down more creating these opportunities for you than I have been talking about it. Yet at the same time, I come live every single Tuesday and do talk about it. So encouraging you as well to continue to be engaged with me every Tuesday to understand what's going on and how you can get into it, okay? How you can get into it and how you can give yourself an opportunity that's amazing. And I'm all about helping you figure out the how. I'm all about helping you figure out the how. So don't let something stop you. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. With that being said, talking about people not stopping, the challenge was amazing. The 2021 challenge was awesome. And I'm so proud of everybody. If you missed our huge gala night announcement on last Saturday, it was very aggressive. I cannot get it over to YouTube because Facebook won't let me download it because, gosh dang it, for once I added some music to the backgrounds, like while all the pictures were playing, and yeah, they tagged it. I'm like, really right now? So anyways, that's why I can't get moved over to YouTube. But it is definitely on Facebook right now, so if you're here now, you can watch it, and it's really, really cool. But then we had our top 10 announcement, and I just want to go through these names really fast again, because I think that it's really important to understand everybody that put in the ton of effort. And as we're gearing up for this scavenger hunt, these are girls that did all 11 of the challenges. I want to read their names because that was also kind of going to relate to the 20 scavenger hunt pieces. And you're like, but wait, 10 is half of 20. And I'm like, yeah, but the 20 was difficult. Like, these were big lessons. So much so that sometimes they even broke into 3 and 4 lessons in order to get through one challenge. That's not the scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt is a mini lesson. So you get little lessons and then you got to go find something that's cool. So these are ladies that completed all 11 of the challenges, and I think we need to throw some massive hearts for them because they really tried really hard. And it's in no particular order. I'm just going to throw them out there. So we have Jenny Stedman, Wendy DiCaprio, Kristen Flattery, Ann Shepley. We had Esther Newcomb, Cody Call, Bobby Hernandez, Danielle Galloway, Kim Hansing, Kelly Dyer, Peggy Zabel. We had Cheryl Johnson, we had Amy Taylor, we had Jessica Chassie, we had Vanessa Larson, and Marissa Van Gundy. And then I will say the 2 names I'm going to pop at the very end are people that got 112 points out of 109 total points. We had some bonus points there. So Barbara Lamone and Lisa Potter are the ones that got all 112 points. Just spectacular. That list of ladies completed all 11 of the challenges, which that's hard. That was really, really hard. And so with the top 10 weekend, the top 10 ladies get to come here and I get to off-road spoil them, which, oh boy, do I have some plans for you. Yes, I am blinking because it might not be what you're expecting, but it's going to be highly entertaining and a weekend you will never forget. Yeah, just remember this moment. Just remember this moment. So, the ladies that are coming to the top 10 weekend, we had some that had some time conflicts and stuff. It was very dramatic as far as changing, and you got to go back and watch the Saturday one. But Barbara Lamone, she actually hosts the Moab Jeep Jamboree, which happens to be the exact same weekend. And I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until we actually announced it, and I'm like, oh dang it. But she's going to come to a different opportunity with me. So she's not missing out on an opportunity. It just happens to be this weekend, which, Barb, you might actually appreciate later. Alright, so the top 10 that are coming: Lisa Potter, Marissa Van Gundy, Vanessa Larson, Amy Taylor, Cheryl Johnson, and Jessica Chassie are coming off of the point system. And then we had the 2 voting pieces. So the biggest cheerleader, again, there's a big mix-up here, lots of things happening. So the biggest cheerleader ended up going to Anne Shepley, which is awesome. And then the tried but voted person is Wendy DiCaprio, which is exciting. And then we had to draw names, and that got aggressive and crazy all at the same time. So the name drawing, the Emily Evans, Cody Call, Jo Marine Fetchy, Sherilyn Clevenger are coming to the top 10. And then Lisa Lucas, she had to drop out of the drawing ones because she's going to Antarctica. And I'm like, well, that's cooler than coming here, so go to Antarctica, and then we'll figure out another time for you to come and hang out. So it was a very aggressive night, but those ladies are the ones that are going to be coming here in October for quite the wild weekend. It's going to be very aggressive. I mean, it's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, it'll be just fine. So happy to have them as part of it. And then the other thing I want to mention, I've been working on a lot of emails and doing a lot of follow-up work as far as like closing down the convention and getting ready to go back out on the road. And the kids project was incredible. Our Give Back project, I have been struggling with really finding a consistent Give Back project where we can be successful all the time. And we nailed it. 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 We had 4 little girls there that we bought bikes, and I wanted them in a box where they had to put them together. These little girls were amazing, and they got after it, and they learned how to use tools, and they built their own bike with the big ladies' help. And even the big girls were like, oh my gosh, okay, this is a challenge, putting this bike together. Are we reading instructions, or are we just going for it? I'm not sure if the instructions always helped, is what we figured out throughout the process. But it was so incredible. And I followed up with the mom since then. Mom has sent me the pictures of the thank you notes that the girls made. I'm going to get the actual ones. We're going to connect here pretty soon. But she's like, you have no idea how these girls have reacted since then. And knowing a new skill set, and knowing that they can put a bike together, and knowing that they have these skills. And the 2 little girls that didn't know how to ride bikes, she's like, they're getting better at it. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm not willing to ask it, like how many times have they crashed. But they're working at it, and it's so incredible to see this. So ladies, my initiative and my statement right now is that's the first 4 of hopefully thousands of bikes that us as Ladies Off-Road Network are able to put out there, along with the teaching of all of the girls how to put things together. So very excited about that as well. I don't know. There's just really nothing I wasn't excited about from that weekend. Everything happens for a reason, and if there was something that kind of went sideways, well, it happened for a reason. And so we carried on, and we did it, and it was lovely. It was absolutely awesome. So huge hearts to everybody that was a part of the convention. If you were not a part of the convention, please, 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 you will know what the date is come December, because I always talk about all of our next year's plans in December. You will have the date. You'll be able to put it down. We will be hosting it again. We'll be doing all kinds of cool stuff next year also, but I think you'll be surprised at some of the changes that we're going to make. I think that they're also really, really great changes, and yeah, not sad at all. So with that being said, whoa, Piston's hanging out. He wants to come say hi. So I think we should jump over to our campfire. It's about that time. We had a great little recap here with all kinds of cool stuff to do and all kinds of cool stuff to be a part of. So let's jump over to the campfire. If you don't have the link, Emily's going to drop it for us one more time. You can just jump right in there. I have it up on my desk. I can see it right now, so I can see people starting to join in. And then I will join over in a second. So grab that email, grab the link off of the screen right now. Jump on into the campfire. Let's talk about yumminess. All the yumminess of camping, of eating on the trail, of all of that. So, all right, there's one person just joined. So you have my permission to drop here and join us over there as we start into the campfire for the rest of this evening. Oh, there's Bonnie. I see her. Awesome. And then we'll get rocking and rolling, have some fun. We'll be back here next Tuesday. Won't be here. I'll be out on the road and cannot wait to see everybody in Tigard, Oregon and Tacoma, Washington. Yes, you know that's what I'm calling it now. And I have a couple other stops along the way that we're going to make that will be pretty awesome as well. So keep in touch. We got a lot going on, and it's all for you ladies. I really appreciate your guys' support and appreciate where we're going with Ladies Off-Road Network, and that you guys are on the train with me, pushing the train most of the time, which I love. So we will see you on the campfire. Oh, I got a bunch of girls joining in right now, which I love it. So I'm going to jump over there, and then we will see you out on the road next Tuesday. I'll check in, tell you where I'm at. Maybe. Thank you. I do appreciate you. I want to get back out on the road all over the country as well. I'm doing a test this week. We'll see how it goes, and that will help me decide what we're doing next year. So let's do this, ladies. Let's be awesome. Okay, jump over the campfire. We'll see you there in a minute.